everyone feeling ready-ish?
No.
Good. That's normal.
Standard day.
Last time, like, these things were... Oh, are we going live?
We are.
Yeah.
Things like that. Super
News to my ears.
slick operation. Oh, it's
Messing with the mic. Can we hear this?
No.
Oh.
No, it should be muted until we go live. The earrings are so smart. Hello and welcome to Bilge Tank 087. We got a special four-hander this week to make up for the short-handers we've been having, and hopefully the audio is even better than ever. We'll find out in a bit.
We hope.
We have a special guest this week, which is Josh from All About Cod. I mean, All About Code.
All About Cod.
Mm-hmm.
God.
And they bought a special pack of pirate masks and a whole. I mean, look at this thing. This is kind of a big thanks to the pirates.
It has Blackjack Rock in it.
This is from
Blackjack
Mags and you and everyone for all the things we've done for you, right?
Yes, Mary Mag's Pie Club.
Which is why we get a proper chest.
Sainsbury's own.
Yeah. And all this rum, tumblers, and gold coins. That's amazing.
Doubloons, doubloons.
Yes.
Yeah, surely the balloons, yeah.
Cool. Well, very good. So apparently the audio is all wrong, so we won't worry about
Is
that
it
too
good?
much.
Is it bad? Level? Very
low.
Volume
says.
is low.
Sound is rubbish.
Oh.
Boo. Oh well, we tried.
Oh, yeah.
We did spend at least
Fine.
45 seconds.
Just
with the
holding
audio.
this. Yeah. Can we turn it up?
We're just going to have to yell. Can you hear us now?
There we go. Now it should be extremely loud.
Out of
There we
sync.
go.
The audio was out of sync.
Is it?
Yeah,
Out
Oh.
of sync.
Oh.
Why is it out of sync?
about a second out of sync.
About
Really?
A second.
This is what happens when you mess with things. Okay, let's try again. Hi.
Hello.
Hi. Are we in sync now? What happens if I snap my fingers?
Yeah. Cool.
Audio is like 0.15 seconds old.
Wait, what? But you're hearing
Yeah.
us before you see us speak.
Wow!
Oh.
It's like time travel.
Yeah.
See, it does exist.
Hey guys, on most of your computers there'll be this thing that looks like a volume speaker, and it has some things. And if you keep pressing that until your volume goes all the way up,
Yeah. We'll be fine-ish now. I'm sure Sandy will come and give us an update on the delay. We can always change that a bit. Yeah. We shouldn't mess. We should test these things before we do anything. But yeah, we can fix this. Fine. Anyway, getting the room out of the way because Josh has been eyeing it up. He's obviously, as you mentioned, far too young for this.
we do not condone alcoholism in any way, shape,
No.
or form.
Cool. I wonder if they're there. Anyway, he's going to show us something, his new project that he's been working furiously on, which is Edublocks,
Yes.
right? Yeah.
Right, so Edublocks is basically a way to bridge the gap from Scratch to Python. So I don't think there's anything currently out there to bridge this gap. So it basically teaches kids the Python syntax in a nice, friendly way without lots of syntax errors and having to face lots of text. So this was a project that I started at Blackpool Raspberry Jam. I think it was August, was it, Les?
Yeah,
Mhm.
about that, yeah.
And I worked with David Ferguson from Pie Bakery. You may know Pie Bakery.
Yeah.
So what we did is we started with a simple Blockly interface which talked to a Python server, and that Python server then executed the blocks. So the blocks are like Scratch, but instead of having Scratch text, it has Python text. So I think we're going to show a demo later, or
Paul's still falling about with the audio as we speak.
Yeah, we're playing with the audio.
We should just all pretend to be in a kung fu movie because then it'll be fine.
It's a very low volume kung fu movie.
Very low volume.
Yeah.
You have shamed my family. I will kick in your bottom.
That actually works really, really well. Yeah. I don't think I can delay this audio enough to catch up with us. That's just, yeah. Oh, terrible.
Oh dear. Right. So what shall we look at first then? We've got a lovely
So we can stick up
Source
the
material book here.
we can stick up the site, can't we? So there's the
Yes.
site, Edublocks.
So the site went up today. So the website, I was up at 12 o'clock last night trying to fix broken links because I had moved it onto.
Sounds like my life in a nutshell.
So it basically just walks you through the steps of Edublocks and what it does. So as I mentioned, it's a block format. It has lots of documentation to get you started. Minecraft support, which is very exciting. So you can actually use the MCPI Minecraft library and interface Python with Edublocks to control Minecraft. So we raided the Blackpool Pounderland shops at the Christmas sale when LED lights were, I think they were 25p each, old Christmas lights. So we
Oh, that's
put
easy.
those in a Pringles tube covered in a Minecraft skin. And what we did there is we drilled some holes in the Pringles tube, put the lights in, coded it with Edublocks to do a game, and we had a hack with a Pringles tube and some lights. So it's simple how it works, really. You drag the blocks like Scratch, so it has a toolbar on the left, and you drag them into the workspace on the right. You can look at the Python code. So this is a really important feature for kids. So we have had 7 to 8 year olds using Python and Edublocks. Then you run your code in Python. So it's really simple how it works. We have a installation video. I'm working on a Debian package, which is a nightmare, but we are
Don't we know it?
slowly progressing to do that. It has a gallery of how it kind of is laid out and it being used. So this is at Mozfest. My dad actually did this. So my dad doesn't do coding at all. He can just about set up a Raspberry Pi and
This
turn
is
it
a
on.
tool to teach your dads how to do programming.
Yeah. So we built a pumpkin in Minecraft, and then when you found it, you got some flashing lights. So that was at Mozfest. The learning portal is something that Sandy suggested when we were last here in summer. So we have lots of different resources. So we have physical computing, Sonic Pi, which we'll show off in a minute, and Minecraft. These are always being added to. We are working on a kind of deadline for, I think, once every 2 weeks to bring out a new resource. And then it has gone through a lot of evolution since the first release. So it's gone from a Blockly interface with a single HTML button to a fully functional Python in blocks. We teamed up with a guy called Chris Dell, who you may know, and Chris works on software for a job. So he saw Edublocks and he loved it. So we are now building the next version, which is Edublocks Slate, which is has lots of different features like Sonic Pi and better user interface. And also, if you've got lots of issues or advancements that you'd like to put in, there's also links on the site if you want to contribute. The main aspect of this is to have it as a community project and for people to make pull requests on GitHub and contribute in their own ways to the project. So yeah, that's about it for talking about it.
Cool. Okay. So I've got the interface up there. I've had it up there so people could kind of relate to the bits where you're talking about it. Yeah. Tell
Show
us.
a demo.
Yeah. Let's go for a demo. So what have we got here?
So this was only made, I think, 2 days ago. So these blocks are all new. So this is the Sonic Pi and Live Loops, which is a popular feature of Sonic Pi. So we have 4 live loops here, and they get more advanced as they go on. So if we just play this, hopefully you can hear it live on the internet. So this is Sonic Pi Live Loops. If I just go and change one of these. And then run it. You'll see that it will change. There is a bit of a delay, but we are working on the features of Sonic Pi because this is only new in the past 2 days. But yeah, this is Sonic Pi. There's Minecraft as well, because Minecraft is a popular game. Now, I have to confess that I hate Minecraft.
But you're a
But-
child. You should
Fighting
love
world.
Minecraft.
So,
So is it like a passionate hate, or just kind of you just don't care for it?
I
It's not
don't...
your thing.
You know, it's not really my thing, Minecraft. So if I just load up a Minecraft demo. So I don't know if anyone knows Chris Penn from NCS Computing. I'm sure people will have
Probably
heard of him
met him,
on
but
Twitter.
yeah.
So he is always the first to make demos for Edublocks, and he has also wrote some resource sheets for it.
Okay.
So this is one with Minecraft with a Sonic Pi disco block thing. We run it. Then back to game. I think, yeah, so you might be able to hear that, and there's a disco block as well that changes colour when Sonic Pi does its thing, really. So if you just watch that, it should change colour. Yeah. So it changes colour as the song progresses. So there's lots of community aspects for it already. I think now we kind of just want to get it out of our own workshops and get schools using it. So that's the idea of the new website, just to get it out there a bit more.
Say start using it now.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so this looks like Python, but I like that. I like that it highlights the different bits. It kind of makes it easy not to get things wrong. Can you take me through the stuff on the left, the Minecraft, the EduPie, and the basic?
Yes.
What are the bits?
So basic is like your basic commands, like while trues, if loops, for loops,
Yeah.
and those sort of things. EduPie is a library that I wrote, I think, about a year ago now. So EduPie is kind of slowly migrating to GPIO 0, so I'm writing blocks for GPIO 0 because I thought the whole website used to be EduPython,
Yep.
but now we're going to support GPIO 0 just because it's a more frequently used Python library. So there's no point in focusing on something that someone's already done, which is better and people use.
Yep.
So we have the different kits, which are CamJam kits. So you've got the starter kit with the LEDs, you have the sensor kits
Yep.
with all the sensors, and kit 3
Yep.
with robots.
But where's the Explorer hat one? It
So-
seems to be missing.
It's a missing feature.
We have to do a pull request.
Yes.
Yeah.
So the idea with that is that if like work on this is a bit quiet at the minute, we'll put out on Twitter and say, do you have any suggestions for it? And we'll work on that.
Yep.
At the minute we are working on a top secret thing, so it's a bit busy at the minute.
Hmm.
But that's not ready to show today because work only started on building that this week.
Yeah, that's
So-
secret. We don't talk about that.
No,
No.
but you have seen it.
Yeah.
NDAs were signed.
So
What I like about this is, so Scratch it has its own syntax and it does kind
Yeah.
of the if things, but this is the same, but you're using Python from the offset. So even if you don't quite know what the words are, you can't spell them wrong. And when
Yeah.
you do start using proper Python, you've already seen them used in the right context.
yeah,
So it kind of guides you along that way. You've not started with the training wheels version.
no.
You've started with actual Python. You just didn't know it.
I was saying
And I
before,
think
this makes it a lot easier to put in a worksheet as well because it
Yeah.
eliminates the need to try and type stuff up from a sheet of paper and get it exactly right.
Yeah.
You don't have to worry so much about the syntax.
You
but
can
the
also go
code
into
itself.
the Python view. Just get rid of that warning.
Yeah.
So the
Beta.
Python
It's a
view,
beta.
Python view shows the actual Python code,
Mhm.
and we have downloaded that with Python download,
Yep.
and we're going to show that this actually works in Python as well.
So that you've opened Python shell there.
Yeah,
So that's idle 3, is it?
yes.
Yeah.
So it's all written in Python 3 because
Yeah.
we love Python 3.
It's the future.
And there's the same code.
Yeah,
Exported
so it's
from
the same code
Edublocks.
from Edublocks. You don't need to type that; it automatically converts it.
Yep.
So if you run module, I did start the program in Edublocks.
Hopefully. Yeah,
and
you did. We saw
can,
you.
You can see
Hey!
that it works.
Disco blocks. So Emma Norling is asking, do you have access to full Python or just a limited subset?
So the first version didn't have access to full Python, but with this new version, which is out now for you to download, we can actually translate the whole of Python.
Okay.
So it is, the possibilities of Python and Edublocks is endless. It's basically, you take a piece of Python code, so a line of Python, you make it into a block and then put it in Edublocks.
Yep.
It's a bit more complicated than that, but that's a simple way of how it works.
And if you make a syntax error, how does that show up in the blocks interface?
So if I just do make a error, so let's just,
So if we go into Python view, delete some random letters on the line.
so at the minute Python view doesn't edit stuff,
Okay,
but
right.
we are working on a thing. I think
I think it's understandable. 'cause
someone
if you,
from Tingbot actually contacted me of a way to do that, so we are implementing that.
Cool.
So
Yep.
if I just change that one
Tingbot's
to something that doesn't exist, so Pimoroni is not a
I've
sample.
actually got little snippets of Python actually in these blocks, so you've got access to stuff like random.randin, for
Yeah.
example.
So if you run that, it didn't show the syntax error because I haven't got to that yet.
There
Here
we
we go. So Pimoroni is not defined. So that is exactly what the error would be in Python.
Yep.
So it just outputs it to the terminal. And for those of you who like nice user interfaces, we do have some scenes. So there's a dark, there is a dark mode if you like to program in
Dark
dark
mode is
Hacker
best
mode.
mode.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Cool.
so that's part of the new version, which has just been released for everyone to download, and that is
Okay.
on the website.
can we have a look at the materials that come with it? You've got one
Yes.
example here,
It's a
which
booklet.
Phil is going to look through with just admiration and interest now.
So we have taken resource sheets for the Minecraft from the Hack Pack resources, which is 200 pages of Minecraft resources written by the Raspberry Pi community.
Mhm.
So we have translated those into resources. Those can be found on the learning portal of the website.
Mhm.
So it goes through it, explains what everything is, so young kids actually know what they're dragging and not like, oh, let's just drag that and
Yep.
oh, what does that mean?
I dragged that and it was done. I learned nothing.
Yeah.
This is what that meant.
So when we've done workshops, I asked them, well, what does that line do? And because they've worked through the worksheet, they actually know what it means. There's physical computing, so this bit is the Pringles tube. So we do that in a workshop.
Cool. And these ones are particularly by Dan Aldred, who
Yes.
was actually in the building today. You two got to meet up, didn't you?
Yes,
Say
for
hi.
the first time.
Just have a run, talk things over.
Dan up here.
Yeah. Awesome. Yeah. Today's been a bit of a switchboard of people coming around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're
Who
really
else
busy.
did we meet today?
We had Damien Payton from Manchester.
Yeah.
Came over. He runs a load of Coder Dojos in Manchester.
I was chatting to him at the birthday party, and he was nice bloke,
Lovely
interesting
bloke.
things.
Yeah.
Does interesting hack days. So you're going to have a few of these, aren't you?
Yeah,
Loads of
so
resources.
they are on the learning portal. I don't know
Yeah.
if we could get that up.
Everything is the easy to read and easy to
So
understand.
it's
There you go, that ties
here.
that back.
So there's physical computing, Sonic Pi, and Minecraft. So these are always being added to. You can easily filter them at the top if
Cool.
you don't want to search through them.
And
Sweet.
Are the worksheets on the Creative Commons, can they be shared and printed?
Yes, I need to add the Creative Commons logo to them, but they are all open source for people to use and edit,
Update,
update,
generally
using
change
for
the
your own.
colours,
Yes.
that kind of thing. And I can see you've
As
got a
long as you
GitHub
give
tab
credit.
there. Okay.
Oh yes, GitHub. So everything's hosted on GitHub just for ease of development and for people to access. So
Yep.
it walks you through the different features, like on the website, walks you through installation if you want a text version of the installation video.
Yep.
It has support, emails, ways to contribute, contributors, even Les is on there.
Yep.
And then Pimroni on there for helping us out as well.
Awesome people.
So,
Yeah. So that seems like a pretty comprehensive thing you've done there for a first version. Kudos, man.
That is a pretty damn good way to launch.
Yeah. Right, so go download Edublocks, rip it to shreds, run it through its paces, and then send lots of emails to Josh saying
links
what
are
you
in the
like.
description, I think.
Yeah. Say, Josh, I like this, but can you add more star themes?
Yes.
Can we have a monkey theme?
There's also
Can we have a kitten theme?
GitHub
Can we have another
issues as
kitten
well.
theme?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Two
Kitten theme.
kittens. That's a lot of kittens.
You can actually add animated GIFs as scenes.
Oh.
That's good.
Wow.
Can we have
Yeah.
a Nyan Cat theme?
Mm.
So what about an Explorer hat mode then?
We could do that by the end of the day.
End of
It's
the
a-
day?
Yeah.
Okay,
Alright, let's do it.
let's get on with it. We're just going to go now and just leave you with the Blank Studios.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Right.
Are we going to mention?
Okay, no, we're not going to run away just yet. We have one new product just to kind of say the BitBot is now in stock from Gareth at Fortronics, and that's a handy little robot using the microbit.
Which is very cool robot.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
nice robot.
Check out the new products. Yeah, it's got blinky lights. What else does it have? Line following? Does it do that?
Line following, neopixels, we
Ultrasonic.
have ultrasonics.
Impossible to open box.
That's easy.
That looks alright.
Ooh, that's
There we
really
go.
And
cute.
it's pretty much ready to go. Just got to put the wheels on and
Off
put
you
the
go.
battery cage in. Yeah.
Sweet.
But you can program it in PXT, MicroPython, basically any of the microbit languages.
Yeah.
This is the one where you,
There you go.
you
Josh knows
basically
what he's
have
doing. He's got the close-up going
a
on.
robot. Everyone writes their code and then, what am I even doing here? Mad. Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
But if you flip it over, you get all the pin references on the back as well. So when you program it, you know which pin to use
Well,
for
that's
the
nice.
motors.
It's got the ultrasonic sensor and a little PCB, so
Yeah.
Nice.
that's cool.
He's clever, that Gareth, isn't he?
He's alright, isn't he?
He's alright.
Knows a thing or two.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Awesome.
Let's see. Ultrasonic.
Right. I think that's everything we've got for this week. We'll be back at some point, either next week or maybe even before. I think we're going to talk through the IKEA hacks that Sandy's been doing this week. Rogue came to us from Grantham today. On the way, picked up some more bits from the range, including the PIR sensor. So we'll be pulling that apart and then seeing how we can replace all those sensors with things made on pies. Because why not?
Why not?
Smart
Definitely.
lights,
Yeah,
even
ha-
smarter.
We want home automation on Pi to be easier. Just give a point of reference. In the meantime, thanks for bearing with us and the sync issues and just us using you for beta testing our sound that we decided to mess with at the last minute because we're just terrible people who have no sense in our heads.
Yeah.
But we wouldn't be pirates if we didn't do that. Josh, thanks for coming up. Thanks for making
you.
something awesome and taking pride in your work.
Well
Thank
done.
you for hosting the show.
Yeah, I hope it goes really well.
Thank you.
Right. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, generally social media.
Tell everyone.
Yeah.
Tell everyone. Yeah, just tell people. Right. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Boom, that's it, done.
Done.
And now my Greg's delivery's been arriving. It's been there for 6 minutes.
What Greg's doing?
There's a Greg's delivery for me.
Unless your Greg's delivery is just wrong.
And then I repeat the Greg's delivery. That'd be someone trying to make me laugh on camera. I'm made of stern stuff. Greg's steak bake.
So slow.
Something that is a bit.
How long did that go on for? Oh, we're still live.
No, no.
Well, just watching us say goodbye now.
Uh,
Because then
It's like
I know
a
when